We've got a German zine, Renate, where the content of their incredible stories may be rivaled by the amazing production process. They do some awesome stuff with color in here. And hello, everyone. It is Tom. It's FANzine Live. We are doing World Zines today, running back over to Berlin and to Renate Comics, looking at one of Renate's in-house zines. This is Renate 24. I'm not going to try to pronounce this because my German is just atrocious. I can tell you that with the help of Google Translate, this works out to incredible stories. One quick thing off the top. This is a magazine, really a comic-sized magazine, done on newsprint, which is nice. But also, it uses an ink style that I really find attractive and interesting all the way through. Looks kind of like risograph. I'm not thinking it is. I think it's professionally printed because I've never seen a mass-produced risograph piece of this size. But as you can kind of enjoy here, it says New Autobiographical Comics. Well, we have two inks. We have purple, we have green on this section. And the neat part of this book is, and I don't know how they pulled it off, they also have black, and you've got your purple and you've got your black. But then, depending on the section that they pull out, so the first couple pages are black, green, and purple. Then they switch to, in this case, blue and red. So not only are you getting exposure to different cartoonists and different stories, but you're also getting different, entirely new color schemes. And look at all the producers, all the creators on this project. This is a fun little one about about a band going to a German version of Woodstock. And they run into this nutcase, which appears to be kind of a Hell's Angel type thing, and they are the folks managing the crowd control, and they finally get the band there and they're allowed to play. Notice this is in German, and also I guess I should also point out, you've got grayscaling with the blue, you've got overlays with the blue in both grayscale and full blue, you've got pink in different colors, or red in different colors, shades I should say. I mean, for example, here you've got the bright red eyes, but you've got the pinkish background. It's really neat. And the cartooning itself is lots of fun as well. So you've got so many things going on. It's just a joy to read. But notice that was German. This is in English. And so some of this is in English along the way. This particular piece is an incredible story, an autobiographical story, supposedly. Getting his parents so upset, they took him way out, dropped him off in the car, and he had to walk all the way home, about 15 kilometers, according to Google Maps. Another interesting one, Herpes Halloween. I think we understand what that means. Another nice looking one, and you can see the color schemes change again. So we've got the 3 color here, yellow, blue, well, actually 2 color, because green comes from the yellow and the blue together. Here we've got the red and the blue. This one we've got kind of a orangish, maroon-ish. Nice sequential artwork, though. This one is about going to a concert. Oh, yeah, they're going to the concert, and Bird poops on the shirt. They don't have time to go back to clean off the shirt. Some guy comes along and decides to eat it and says, "Ooh, that's good." And of course, the shocked look on their face. Yeah, you didn't want to do that. And Yui, someone's coming. And this is about classic Berlin pastime of spray painting. A lot of graffiti, a lot of street art. Look at that. They ask what his name is, and he gives his name in graffiti stuff. Nobody knows what it is. Day in the life of Sister Chain. Okay. I like this. 9 a.m. Smash Capitalism. Midday, Wild Kinky Stuff. 4 p.m. Nobel Prize Acceptance Speech. 7 p.m. Driving on what looks like Monument Valley in the desert southwest of America. Midnight, Glastonbury. But before all that, I'll quickly check Facebook. And she falls asleep. This one's a dating thing. Neat combination of the multimedia style of texts and apps mixed in with cartooning. And then we also have some photography as well. Neat piece. Kind of about the notion of betrayal in dating apps. And this person didn't put their real photo in. And so there's the lingering question of trust. Again, all in English. A lot of fun, though. Really nice. The creepy little doll. Oh, yeah. This is an interesting one because look at, first off, you've got the purple and red again, which if I'm just going to do this. Yep, purple and red. So I went into the book, pulled it back, and it looks like they're just doing spreads in that way. And they're able to combine it all together. I mean, just brilliant idea. So on this, you've got a very, very scratchy style of shading and drawing. Very loose. And the combination of the colors gives a great effect. And in this case, it's about a person who goes out to drink with their friends and discovers one of their friends is in the business of making voodoo dolls. And so they make the voodoo doll and they say, never ever stick it in a box. And so this person for the rest of their life is carrying this voodoo doll around. But at one point that they can't find it anymore. And they think, oh no, stuck in the box. And of course they did find it. It was in a box. And one day while fumbling through a cardboard box, sheer terror overcame me. There she was. I looked at the cursed doll and it was staring right back at me. But look at the scratch artwork. I mean, really cool. And to be doing it all in red ink, bold and brilliant at the same time. Milo, it's about this character who runs into our protagonist, and it's a discussion of sharing things. Another one here, again, we're back to the orange and burgundy, which we saw before. A version of like the German Oscars or Emmys or something like that. They go in on the, red carpet, and they get bored listening to the big speaker, and so they leave, but the big speaker catches them on the way out and says, hope you had a good time or something of the sort, and then says, here, take my jacket. They show a picture of the guy speaking with the jacket on, and that sure looks like one of the Doctor Who lead characters. So I wonder if this person actually met them. This is a fun one about the TV tower in East Berlin at Alexanderplatz, and they've turned it into a character. In 1369, Berlin was this little town. In 1969, it was a big piece, and there's the Alexanderplatz Tower. This is a fisherman's island, a fish island, I guess they call it. Over time, the Alexanderplatz Tower sinks down and down, then goes back up and down, and they discover there's actually a monster there. Not Waiting for My Man. Neat combination of real classic cartooning design. I mean, this stuff could be straight out of the 1950s, mixed with almost a punk style cutout of photography done with a real simple red background. Guy's basically asking, you want some drugs? He says, no, I want something for my bad back. And this guy says, go get lost. And he's laughing. Then we've got a squid on the beach that kind of freaked these people out. The seagull comes along and takes the squid away. And then lastly, it has become quite quiet. They were looking forward to new neighbors, but the new neighbors never showed up because coming soon, plants or a plantation or something like that. I love these anthologies. I'm going to try to get in touch with them and see if I can just pick up a whole bunch of other ones and see if they can send it to me. I don't know how that's going to work in today's day and age, but we can dream. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have you seen any printing done like this? Have you seen any stories of this nature that play with the fantastic, but perhaps have some element of plausibility in some cases? Let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to FANzine Live. And of course, as always, tell your friends, because where else are you going to learn about world zines of a quality level as high as this, both production and content-wise? You just don't see it elsewhere on the internet. You see it here at FANzine Live. Thank you for watching, everybody. This is Tom. So glad you joined us. I'll catch you next time.